Most of the things that were on television that pertain to black, especially black men, were music videos and reality TV shows. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it the way that I feel it. We look like monkeys. And my feelings were so hurt because I was supposed to be one that knew better. I was supposed to be conscious. And they fooled me too. Look at all the stuff that they talk about our communities. We do it in our music. We talk about the dope in our community. We do it in our music. No clap. We do it in our music. We talk about the way the policemen treat us. We treat ourselves that way. And we put it in our music. It took me to have a niece. My niece was scared of me until she was till she was 9 years old. My niece was scared of me because of my music. And it messed my head up. It's us. If we want Obama, we want Mitt Romney, whoever it may end up being, to treat us better, we have to start treating ourselves better. If we want people to treat Mississippi better, we have to treat Mississippi better. We have to start treating each other better. The way that we do, the way that we talk about each other, the way that we talk about our women, the way that we treat our children, regardless of what we say. Growing up, I can remember my uncles and aunties saying niggas ain't shit, bitches ain't shit. It wasn't in no rap music, that's all I ever, man, niggas ain't shit. And regardless of whether we admit it or not, we believe it.
Speak.
When a person look at David Banner up on the television sometimes, man, that nigga ain't nothing. That's what people really, really believe about themselves. So once I figured that out, I felt like we were the gatekeepers to all of our enemies. All of the people that we talk about when we say white people or whoever it may end up being, we are doing the work on the ground. We are the ones that's killing ourselves. We ain't got to worry about nobody else doing nothing to nobody else politically, because we gonna kill ourselves first. And that bothers me. I can't act like it don't bother me. When you see me on TV, and you wonder what's wrong with David Banner, that's what's wrong with me, because it's not right. We are doing it to ourselves. I was in Atlanta, man, and I was driving through the streets, and every song that I heard was something about fuck a nigga, kill a nigga, pimp a bitch, pimp a hoe. And I was like, damn, that's me. I can't do it no more. So when we talk about this political process, let's not worry about them right now. Because if you treat you better, the reason why they know they can't treat them white kids like that, because they know what's going to happen if they treat them white kids like that. They know what their parents are going to do. When you go to these white neighborhoods, when we talk about white neighborhoods, do they not mow their yards and treat their environment better? So when anybody else comes to their neighborhoods, their colleges, they're going to respect it because they do better by their own stuff. And it took me to realize that as a man, that we have to do ourselves better. I was reading a book, and this was exactly the reason why I wrote the song Swag. I was reading the book, and the book said you are what you think, and you think what you hear. But if all you ever hear is you a nigga or you a bitch, what are you gonna be? So everybody in my city pushing keys, and that's all these kids see. If that's the only thing they hear, then that's the only thing they'll be. They call it swag.
The people that I'm fighting for, and they do my beefing with it.
So in saying that, we ask if it can be commercially viable. It can be commercially viable if we felt that way about ourselves. The only reason why it's not commercially viable because we don't believe that. When we were at Southern University, I'll never forget, nobody ever thought that a rapper or somebody that was straight from the streets could be SGA president. They said David Banner or Lavelle Crump was one of the most powerful SGA presidents since 1973 because I found a way to make people feel good. I'm gonna give y'all a secret, something that happened to me as a rapper. I never really talked about this before. Do y'all remember when I first started off, all I would ever put on my shirt was Mississippi? You know why I did that? Because I knew I had to make my people believe in themselves before they could ever believe in me. So once I made Mississippi a viable word, once I got Mississippi burning out of their brain, then I knew that our people could hold their head up. And the thing that I always said that I was going to do, regardless of what anybody thought about me, every time I went on 106 in Park, I was going to articulate myself and I was going to make sure I said something about Mississippi. Because I knew when I went on 106 in Park, they knew I was going to be like, son, I sure love me some chicken. That's what they were expecting. They did not expect me to get up there and talk about Katrina, articulate what's going on. They did not expect me to be able to go and debate in Congress about our First Amendment rights and win. They did not know that David Banner threw the largest urban relief concert in history for Katrina and brought that money back to his state. That's because we don't believe. And if we start believing, anything is possible.
Any other comments from the panel?
I just want to give David Banner props. Give David Banner some. Give him a round. And the truth is, I know a lot of rappers are very ignorant,